Hey my friends, welcome back to Rosiescreativewings. Hope everyone's doing well. The holidays are approaching. Hope everybody got their Christmas shopping done. I am 95% halfway done, still waiting for last minute gifts, which those really make me a little nervous, but hopefully they'll get here in time. Yes guys, so thank you so much for joining me. I am back with another Pages and Touches episode, and so I do want to say that this is my second time recording this video. I went through a whole video and then my SD card is corrupt, so I lost all the footage, so that's okay. So I'm coming back to redo this video. So just want to show you my next piece for the journal. So let's see. I actually didn't want to put it on the journal. I wanted to show it to you before I actually glued it onto the journal, but like I said, I lost all that footage, so I already glued it on, but I do have two other ones that I made that I can show you that are not glued on. So this is the piece here, and this one I'm going to call Double Flap Double Window Ephemera Pocket, and this is what it looks like here. So I'm going to bring it up closer so you can see. So it has, in the front, I put this pocket here, or a tuck spot. You don't have to do that. I'm going to show you the base of it when I'm done explaining here. And so it has a little pocket there that I added in black because I wanted it to pop a little bit. And then I added this piece of floral or leaves here that come from this kit, and the kit that I'm using for this paper is Organic Chaos. I can link it down below. That's in my coffee shop right now. And so then you flap it this way, and then you have another flap here that I just added a band to it across. Remove this here so you can see, and then I added the black again just to make it pop, and then I added some of the leaves, which I cut out actually from some of the pages from the kit, fuzzy cut. And then in the inside, this is what it looks like. So I have my two windows there with these two gorgeous images here of these pretty ladies. The images are not mine. Those I purchased from Etsy, and will link everything that you see here. I'll put it on the screen and then link it down below, okay? So if you're interested, you can go visit that shop. So in the back here, I just cut out a circle, and I added another printable that I had ordered just to make it look like it's a moon behind her. Then I added these die cuts, same at the bottom here. Kind of use colors that flow with the piece, and I think it turned out really cute. You can definitely add more to it if you want. So I didn't want to add anything because I thought the paper is so beautiful. Also, this is the same kit, Organic Chaos. So that is what it looks like there. You can put it either way. You can do it this way, or you can fold it this way. I wanted to kind of make it look like the tall, then the one that follows, and the one that follows, kind of like that, overlapping like that. So that's why I did it like that. But you can definitely change it up. So I just created these tags and little journaling cards to put in there. And then for the background, I just added a very faint piece in the back because I didn't want it to clash with the background of the girls. So I wanted something that was more neutral and subtle so that the back looks the way it's supposed to look. So I'm very happy with this piece. Okay, so that's my first one there. So I just want to show you, let me just put this here to keep it in place. The ones that I created, so this one was the one I created on video that I lost the footage. So as you see, I didn't connect it yet, so pretty much similar to that one. The only thing is I did add oh no, it's the same. I added a round piece here and kind of just Added a black piece there just to give it some interest, just like that. And then the inside I kind of did the same thing, but I just added like a floral piece there, trying to flow with the colors. I did use different digitals for this. So these digitals are not mine. These came from Etsy. This one came from Etsy as well. So I will link those. I'll put it in the screen and then link them down below so you can check them out if you're interested. So I kind of did the same here. So that's what it looks like there, and that's what it looks like in the front. I did add a sentiment. It says feeds your soul, take a breath, and then on the inside it says let yourself rest. And then these are my girls on the inside here. These images also came from Etsy, and so I just added the die cuts here, ginkgo leaves, and I added the girls there. Super cute, right? Of course, you don't have to do the windows. You can definitely just leave this without windows. This is something that I just wanted to do. And I'll show you, I have a template for this. But you definitely don't have to do a window, or you can do a big window instead of two. Or you can even do a shaker, which will probably look really pretty too. A shaker. Or you would leave it as is and just embellish it the way that you want. So that's that. So this one goes like that and like that. So let me just put these back here. These also come from Etsy. I have a whole collection of Etsy printables, and I have my own too, but I do like to support other shops. So, and I also love that they have really interesting digital sets, so I do order them, but I do it for both reasons, because I like them and also because I want to support other shops as well. So okay, so that's that one. And then I also created another one. Where's my other one? It's right here. This one here, kind of similar, changed it up a little bit. So the front here, as you can see, I kind of made just a pocket like this, and then I have some digitals. So these are mixed. The main base of this one is my digital, Organic Chaos again, and then this one here is not mine, but I just kind of like mixed it in. And so I just made a little pocket like that, and I just added that black die cut on it. I think it looks really good. It pops. That's the front page. And then the second page, I kind of changed it a little bit. So I kind of did a band instead of the band this way. I added this flower just to make it pop. And then you have your ephemera there. And then in the bottom, I just added a sentiment that says grow with grace. And then this is how it looks in the inside. So instead of doing the females, I just did, I changed it up a little bit, and I added florals and leaves because this is part of the kit. I just cut it out, fuzzy cut, and just put it that way just to change it up. And I thought that came out so beautiful as well. And then I put some sentiments that kind of go with the theme. If you look the right way, the whole world is a garden, and then spread seeds of love everywhere you go. So that's beautiful. I'm not touching this because I just love the whole design. So that's that. So then you can do it like this as well. You can let this be the front page, and then let this be the second page. So yeah, you can change it up however you want. So I'm just going to put these back. These are coming from another Etsy digital that I ordered. That in the front there, and then we'll put okay, there. So those are the two that I have, but I wanted to just show you the base of how I did it. And let me just show you the printable. I do have this printable that I'm going to link down below. If you're interested, you can just download it for free. And it's just the printable, so it's just the actual print that I'm using here. Now you do see the two windows. You don't have to, of course, follow that. You can do one whole window or just leave it without windows. You could do it your way. And then I also have these boxes here that you're supposed to cut out to make the format that I just showed you, but you don't have to use that format. You can do it how you want. So I had one here, the first one I did. Okay, so I have this one here when I started playing around with this before I even made the template. This one here. So you see this one is a little bit much larger. So this one measures 11. Sorry. 8.5. And see, this is how I started, just trying to see what I wanted. This is definitely very large. Like if you have a large journal, you can definitely use something like this, but this is very large. So I realized that it's too big. But anyway, I went from there. But what I'm trying to show you here is that you don't have to follow this format. See, I left that one completely even with the other page, and then just a smaller one. So you can do that. And again, leave this part closed and just embellish it the way that you want. So yeah, this is the digital. I'm going to link it down below so you can have it if you want. It's for free. And just either do the one that I'm doing or just change it up and do your own thing. It just kind of helps you. So if you don't want to just measure, you can just go by this. And so each side here is 3 inches and the middle is 3.5. And then from top to bottom it measures 7.5, but if you cut these out here, of course it's going to change mainly this part is going to be 7.5. But again, you can cut it and make it even smaller. So that's up to you. So what I wanted to do today is just show you the base. I'm going to use these beautiful papers. These are not my design. And I printed out the template in the back. That is how I did all of them. So you can definitely print the template on your cardstock. Like if you have cardstock already printed, cut it up, cut it down to size, and just print the template in the back. And that way you can go by that. So let me just get my score. I'm just going to score this down. Oh, first of all, I have to cut it down first. Give me 1 second. I forget to do that all the time because I do cut down the paper. Once it comes out of the printer, it does have like an edge, so I do cut them down, but I forget that to do this template, I have to cut it down again. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so here it is. So I did cut it down all the way to the edge. You can see that. I'm going to do it this way, like this. Okay, so and I'm going to score these lines here. And it's either that way. Yeah, and the flaps are short. They are shorter. So just so you know, that is how I meant it for it to be. You can definitely do, if you wanted to go all the way to the end, you can just reformat it. Of course, don't use this template, but you can do that on your own. So there we go. That's one step there. So then the next step is to just cut off the flaps. If you want to do it the style that I just showed you, you just cut off these right here. And the guide is there, so you can cut them. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look. And now what you want to do, if you decide to do this same actual design, you cut down your windows first, and then what you want to do is cover it. So as you see, this part is not covered yet, so you have to I mean, you don't have to cover it if that's what you want, but for me, I like to cover the whole thing. I kind of wanted to have one design in the top, and like similar designs, or maybe a different design. Once you open it, it makes it pop and it makes it look really interactive and pretty. So I'm going to cover this, of course, but before I cover it, I'm going to cut out the windows, and I'll show you why. So I'm thinking of using one of these here, just to make it pop a little bit, kind of similar, right? But this one has like hues of purples, really pretty, and blues. This one also has blues, but it's more like turquoise blues, but that's gorgeous. And then there's also this one here. So I don't know if this one should be the middle or this one should be the middle. I think I'm going to just go with this one. So I'm going to cut the windows out first, and then we're going to cover. So I'm going to cut these down, okay? Okay, so I decided to just cut these pieces down, and I decided to just kind of mix it up. So I took the other one, and I'm going to put that one in the center. And these two will be the sides here. So that's what the inside is going to look like right there. So before we actually put them down, we're going to cut out the windows. And so I'm going to cut it with this trimmer here. And I'm definitely not good at this, but I did it a few times, so hopefully this one, I feel like my ruler moves a little bit when I do this, so I'm just going to take my time doing it. So I'm going to cut out the windows. Okay, so I cut out the windows, and this is what it looks like. So now we're going to cover, this. So that means we're going to have to cut out the windows again. Now, this is my way of doing it. If you find another way to do it that's easier and better, go for it, because this is the way that I thought would work for me. Again, if you're not going to cut out any windows, and you don't have to go through any of this, but if you want to do the same exact design, this is the way I do it. It was easier for me to do it this way, because once I cover this, the template in the back kind of like gives you the guide to cut it out here. So it becomes a little bit easier to cut it out, but you do have to cut it out twice, at least the way that I'm doing it. So I'm going to just adhere this to these sides here. And again, I did it this way because I felt like it was better for the folding part of it. You're going to, when you're covering them, get as close as you possibly can, so that it doesn't look too distant or separate, but make sure that it closes and that the flaps are good. So I'm going to do the middle one first. And I'm going to do it with this glue here. Of course, you can use any type of glue you want, but if you're going to use wet glue, just know that it's going to take you longer. To let it just set and dry, you know. So let me just take this here. This glue is really, really sticky, so it does the job. And I really don't want to mess so much with the wet glue, so I'm just going to do it this way. I did this for the other ones as well, and it does adhere really well. So okay, so I'm going to add that. Just even as I can there. Okay. I need a little something to press it down. Get this here. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do these parts here. Okay, so now you're just going to cut up the excess parts here. Okay, my friends, so here you go. That's the inside. It closes perfect. There's nothing restricting it. That's why, for me, I feel like I like this way of doing it better. So there you go. That looks so pretty. I love the colors. So now I'm going to repeat that part here and just cut out the windows. And for this one, because it already has the guide, I'm going to just do it real carefully. And get close to that little edge right there without trying to go over it. Okay, so here, the next thing you can do is, you can do it like this. Just keep it, the corners like that. But I want to round my corners, so I'm just going to do that now. And then what you can also do in this part of it is do your inking the edges, if that's something that you like to do. Okay, that's that. Let's see. Okay, so there you go. And then you can ink your edges. I'm going to do that. This is not it. Okay, my friends, so that is your base for your double window, double flap pocket, or piece, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to add pockets to it if you don't want. You can leave it just plain like that. Of course, I wanted to add pockets to the front ones, not so much the middle ones, the inside ones, but the ones, the flaps coming out this way, because I think it gives it interest. But definitely you can do it like this, you can fold it like this, or you can fold the smaller one on the top. Either way is fine. And so yeah, guys, this is the base. I'm not going to embellish it further because the video will be super long, but I did want to mention to you guys, if you do decide to do this design, I do have some acetate that I want to show you. And so I have this one that I purchased from Temu, and I also have this one that I purchased from Amazon. Now if you're looking for inexpensive acetate, this one here I purchased in Amazon probably about 3 to 4 years ago. It's been a while. And this is actually cake color. This is the cake color. This is what they use to, I guess, to form or to keep the cakes from, when they're designing them, I guess, to keep the design put and things like that. So they use this for the outside of the cake. They put it on the cake, but it's actually acetate. So I purchased one, and of course I use it for my crafts. And so you get a whole bunch of it. Like, it's a lot. Like, when I purchased it, it was probably like 3 to 4 years ago, and it had a lot more than this. And I've used little pieces by pieces when I need them, and I still have that much left right there. So this is awesome. This is $6.99 right now. I'm gonna link it down below if you're interested. you get a lot. So it's 4 inches this way, and you get 394 inches long. So that's a lot. And these are good for us crafters and artists because we don't usually use like super huge pieces of acetate anyway. So when I started, I was like, you know what, this is perfect for the smaller projects. Like it would have fit perfect for this because look, it measures perfectly on there, you see. And then you just cut this little piece, and you go here and you cut another piece. So it's awesome. $6.99. You can't go wrong. You get a lot of it. So go head over. I'm going to link it down below. If you want, just click on the link and you should be able to get it. And so this one I purchased because I couldn't find this one at one point. And so I found these on Temu. These bring 50, which is pretty good. 50 sheets for $5.48, less than $6. So look at this. So this is awesome too for any type of projects. You can just cut it in half. This is the ones that I've been using for here. I just cut it in half, and I use it for both because it's perfect for both sides. So so I just wanted to bring that up to you just in case you don't have acetate. And I do have a pad of acetate that I bought many years ago, and I just don't like cutting pieces out of it, so I'd rather just use these. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention just in case you do want to do a project with windows and things like that, and you do need acetate. So yeah, guys, this is the base. I'm not going to embellish it any further because the video will be super long, but I think you get the idea. Definitely, if you want to do this design and you don't want to measure or anything like that, just download the one that I have in the description box below for you guys for free. And so yeah, guys, this is I'm gonna finish this one up, but I'm gonna do it off camera, and maybe I'll show it towards the ending of the video. But yes, guys, these are my new double window, double flap, you could call it ephemera piece or pockets, because in my case I added pockets to it, ephemera pockets, which I like to do, but of course you don't have to add pockets. But if any of you do decide to do this design, whether you change the format or not, just tag me so that I can see what you're doing. That would be great and fun to see different ideas and different aspects and perspectives on your crafting and stuff like that. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to not finish completely yet. I'm going to just add this one to my journal. And what I did was I got ahead of myself a little bit, and I added, this was a white page. I added like a, kind of just like a ledger, more subtle page, because I don't want the image of the girls to clash with the background, being that it's see-through. So I'm going to put this one in here, you see. So if you can see the background, then you want it to be a little bit subtle, and so that it doesn't clash with the design, and so that it doesn't look too busy as well. So I'm going to put it there in the center. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do now before I finish up. So what I want to do, I'm going to add some double-sided tape and a little bit of glue. Because of the acetate, I can't really add the glue because it kind of ruins it. Like, you can't really put glue on acetate. So I'm just going to add this around. I mean, I'm sure it'll eventually join stuff, but it just doesn't look right, and it smears, and it goes through the, in my experience, I've had bad results when I mix glue with acetate, so not doing that. So I'm just gonna just add this double-sided tape here, and I will add a little bit of glue probably to the parts that I didn't add but I can't even do that because this one is fully covered with the acetate. The other ones that I did had some parts that weren't covered with the acetate, so I'm just gonna put this in the middle here. I'll just completely do it with the acetate. I just get a little bit nervous just putting acetate. I like to put both because I don't know how long that acetate stickiness is gonna stay, you know. And these double-sided tapes that I have are from Timo, so I mean, I'm not complaining, they're good, but I don't know how long they're gonna hold. Okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying your shopping and not wasting too much money, but I can't say that for me. I have so many people to shop for. It is crazy. But I do have a Christmas club that I have set up, and especially for Christmas. So since Christmas comes every year without fail, you know, I have my savings for that, especially. So thank the Lord for that. And I'm able to, you know, buy everyone a nice gift and not take it out of my own money. I mean, it is my own money, but it's set aside just for that. But yeah, guys, I hope that everyone has finished their shopping, because we're almost there. We got a few days left for Christmas. I hope everyone has a healthy one, a joyful one, and a blessed one, because we live in crazy, crazy times. So, okay, so let's get this, let's get the journal page going. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so we're just gonna stick that down there. Make sure it's even. Let me just get up. Be sure. Okay. I think that's good right there in the center. Okay. Let me get my little one here. Yeah, so there you go, guys. I love it. I think it came out so pretty. What do you think, guys? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I love the surprise in the inside. So yeah, when you do yours, you can add your sentiments, embellish it how you want to. There you go, guys. So that's that for that one. And I still have this one here that I'm going to maybe just keep it, maybe just gift it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. And I'm going to play around with this one. And these are great. These are great to gift out too. Look, as long as you, if you use that template, it's going to be the same size. So yeah. So that is my video for today, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was trying not to make this video super long, but I hope you guys understood the when I was doing the base and things like that. If you have any questions, of course, put it in the just comment down below, and of course I'll be happy to answer it. And again, if you do decide to try it, just tag me. I would love to see what you're doing. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Just check out the pics at the end, and you'll see all the ones that I showed and we did together. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys soon. If I don't see you before the holidays, before Christmas, have a blessed one, have a joyful one, and may God give you health and prosperity to you and your family. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.